Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your man Ace back at it again. So this is my trading journey, and I'm discussing with you guys today. This is the fifth day of the 10-day, $100 per day trading challenge. All right. So this is day number 5. All right, cool, got it. So let's jump right on into it without any further to do. I don't know how you say that phrase. Anyway, look, check it out. So this is what I did today. Oops. Let me move this here so y'all can see the profit amount. All right, so actually, let me show you what I did on the live trade. So this is the paper money. Remember, I'm doing two trades simultaneously. I'm using my real money and the fake money on Thinkorswim's platform. Okay, so let's go to what I did today in my live, my real money. So today I did $83 today. Y'all know Friday I did 135. Today I did 83. And I want to talk a little bit about this trade, but in a different or a separate video because I want to point out some things. But I want to keep this video specific and then just kind of break it out into different videos so that this video doesn't get too long. All right. So this is what I did, $83 today. And here's what I did in the paper trade. So this is basically $92. Ignore the 220 total because I did a trade by accident in the opposite direction and it just happened to work out in my favor. But that was an accident. So I only made $92 today for this trade. So 83 for my money, 92 for the paper money. Now let me show you how this all panned out. So here's the 5-minute chart, and I'm gonna use this and the 1-minute chart view to demonstrate or highlight what happened in this trade today. So remember, the setup that I'm looking for is a retest, breakout and retest. Now this is the markers or the levels that I'm waiting for a breakout to occur, you know, either above this high or below this low, right? And then once it break out, I'm waiting for a retest. And that retest needs to be held at the current level. So if we break out above the high, then we need to maintain this level of support. If we break out below the low, we need to maintain this level of support. And what I mean by maintain, you can see here that we broke out but didn't maintain it and came all the way back through. So here we went back up again and broke out, but then we retested and maintained it. We continued the uptrend, but then we came all the way back and retested a second time. So I wanted to point this out because this behavior is possible, which is why you want to I was taught to make a very good, pay close attention to your entry points because you could have a retest. You could have this uptrend in one direction and then it could pull all the way back down. Now, it typically doesn't do that every single trade as you saw for the past 5 trades that I showed you, but it can happen and I know that it can happen, so I'm prepared for it, which is why I pay very close attention to my entry. This is what my mentors taught me. So I got out at this point. Well, let me rephrase that. In my real money, I got out like somewhere in here. That's why I only made $83 because the way it looked like the trade was about to go against me. So I wanted to maintain profit, but I could have put in a actual trailing stop loss to kind of keep that momentum going and not jump out the trade too soon. But I did, and like I told you, see profit, take profit. So as long as it's a profit, just take it. You don't have to reach the exact amount. It could be a couple of dollars above or a couple of dollars shy. But if you get close to your goal, don't be afraid to take that profit because you will have pullback, as you can see with this candle and these candles here. You will have that pullback. And it's really just a decision on your part to decide how long do you want to stay in this trade or how long do you want to stay in the market waiting for your trade to develop or waiting for your trade to hit the actual target? All of those are questions that you can answer before you enter the actual trade, right? So as you can see here, look what time it is. I want to call this out. I got in around this point at 10:30. The market opened here for me at 8:30, right? 8:30. So I had to wait 2 hours for my setup. 2 hours. You may have other things to do. You may have appointments, other things you just want to do today. And you may be like, listen, I'm not waiting for this day. You may decide not even to enter trade today. If you have the trading view and thinkorswim or whatever brokerage you use on your mobile device, then you may be able to enter that trade, later if you decide to. But like me, listen, I just said that I was going to wait around till about 11. And if I don't see my setup before then, I'm done for the day. Just so happened that it actually came, at 10:30, like around this 10:30 mark. So I was like, all right, cool. Well, I got in and made 83 bucks. And so then I got out and then I kept my paper trade going to see how far it would go. So we see that we made it to this point. We didn't actually hit the target of 255.31 just yet. Not during this first retest. Okay. Not after the first retest. But what we did do is we did come to as high as 254.28. 254.28. But then we started to pull back. And so I put in a trailing stop loss. Now, a trailing stop loss, you can enter in a specific amount. And once that amount, for example, if we are at, I'm just going to use this as an example. Say we're at 255. I could say, I don't want to lose any more than $5 or $10, whatever. So I could specify that amount and it'll say, okay, cool. Well, as soon as that amount drops below or drops to that target amount, then I'll exit the trade. And that's what happened. So I ended up getting as high as 180 and I think it was 180 or 190. But I ended up getting back because it pulled back below this 9 or this level here. So there's two levels that I'm looking for. And I was like, well, I think I'm gonna wait till it pulls back till about to this point. I want to maintain at least close to that $100. So I'm still navigating this trade as if this is my real money, even though this is paper money, because I want to practice what I would do in real time. So I'm like, look, I don't want to lose this money. So I got out. So I entered the trailing stop. It exited me the trade at $92. So I was cool. I was happy with that. But for this training purpose, for this video, I wanted to show you that not only did we retest this level again a second time, but we also reached the actual target. So if you have the time and you also have the patience, meaning if you have the time, you have some time to let the trade develop, it may in fact reach your target. And you can see we reached well above the target today. So just a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, the trade might develop into hitting your target. And so yeah, it actually did that. And if I stayed in, I would have made a lot more, but I'm happy with the profit that I took today. You could, like I always say, and what my mentors told me, there's always an opportunity for more profits. It's just when you go in, before you go into a trade, decide what your target is and decide how much you're willing to risk as far as a loss. And if either of those are reached, get out, be disciplined. Don't wait. Don't wait and try to trick yourself mentally and say, oh, well, it might. And then if it doesn't, because it can really mess up your psychology if you start to see a trade work against you in a severe way, right? So if you thought that your risk was only going to be 100 and you didn't stick to that because you allowed your mindset to run rampant during the trade and you're like, well, maybe it will rebound or, whatever. And it ended up going from 100 to 150 and you're still waiting. It goes from 150 to 175 and then quickly to 225. Now your mind is really, your psychology might really go crazy. And take it from me, I showed y'all my 40K loss. you might end up jumping into that mindset of chasing to get that money, to reclaim that money. And then you start making rational, irrational decisions that could lead to greater losses. As I said, I was up $17,000, ended up losing 40K. But now I'm showing you, demonstrating that the setup does work. It has been working consistently for the past 5 days, past 5 trades. And so I'm feeling really good, and my confidence is being restored, renewed. So I'm really feeling confident about these trades, you guys. So wanted to demonstrate that. I have some other things to discuss, and I'll separate that into other videos. But for this video, just wanted to show you how the trade developed for me today for the 5th day of the 10-day trading challenge, day trading challenge of making $100 per day. That's it. $100 per day. And again, I'll show you after the end of the 10 days, I might extend it for another 5 days because I think it might be beneficial to those who might catch this video a little late. So I might extend it for another 5 days. I'm still thinking about that, but we got 5 more days to go. So I'll let you guys know once we get closer, once we get to that 10th day. But for now, my name is Ace. I'm dropping the mic right here. Hope this video was insightful. If you found what I've shared with you guys insightful or helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos. All right, till next video, it's your man Ace. I'm out.